And so it's just kind of odd how all that stuff plays out and how it works. And so we just I think we take a lot of that stuff for granted because it's on TV, much like earlier in what we're talking about, and people are kind of disconnected from a lot of that stuff because it's not right in front of them and in their face, so to speak. It's kind of always been at arm's length away, and it's on the other side of a screen, and if I don't like it, I can just change the channel.
Yeah, arm length times however many miles.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
So you have that extra padding kind of between the two. So
that's quite a bit. We touched on just about every sport, I believe.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
we could go.
I have a favorite baseball team, and that's the Arizona Diamondbacks, but that's because when they won the World Series in 2001, I actually lived in Phoenix, and so that was kind of a cool thing to watch the town. And again, this was post 9/11 too, and so you had the world kind of stopped for that few days because of what happened, and so that has a special place in my heart because I was actually in New Jersey just a couple of months before that, and so one of kind of my lasting memories from there was flying out of Newark to come back to Phoenix and seeing
the skyline,
seeing the skyline and seeing the Twin Towers. We were actually supposed to go in there prior to. I think my brother got married. I think it was on a Saturday. We had like a down day on a Sunday before we were going to fly back, and I think we were going to go into the Twin Towers on that Sunday, but because of the wedding and everything else, we were all just kind of exhausted, so we didn't go. We're like, we'll come back, again, not knowing literally 2 months later they were going to be gone. Yeah. And so it was kind of unique to watch that kind of come together to have the Arizona Diamondbacks and the New York Yankees playing the World Series that year.
That's pretty cool because I was thinking about that the other day actually. I don't know if it's because we were talking about doing this and this is going to be kind of one of our topics that we're going to touch on, but it always threw me off a little bit that you were a Diamondbacks fan. I'm gonna catch some shade. I don't appreciate baseball.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah, I'm sure pro games are amazing. I used to play church league softball and stuff like that, and I had a blast.
Yeah.
But to watch baseball on TV is just
I'd
rather watch golf.
Right. I'd rather watch paint dry sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's much like your comment about the NFL, right? Like a lot of times you don't understand on TV kind of the environment that you're in, and so when you go to a professional game, it's completely different. Yeah. Like you don't understand that there are TV timeouts.
Yeah.
In professional when you're at the game,
yeah.
Like you don't see that stuff.
No, and it happens so much faster.
Right.
Like breaks in the stadium.
Oh, like halftime on a professional football game, it seems like it takes forever when
you've
you're
got
home.
Enough
but you're
time.
In the stadium and you got to go take a leak and you're gone 20 minutes and it's already halfway through the Like, what the hell?
No, you've got to go. You've got to go to the bathroom, get another drink or food or whatever you're partaking in at the stadium. And then literally by that time, unless you're getting rain delayed like we did at the game that I went to this year, football's back. Like it is quick.
Yeah, it's crazy, and so if we ever get a chance, and
which we've tried multiple years,
if we're in either Arizona or Dallas, and we get an opportunity to go see a professional baseball game, we need to go just so you can kind of have that experience, much like when we went to the beach that year.
Yeah,
like hey,
Daytona Beach
get you to that, and at least let you understand like it's not all this guy talking in your ear the whole time, and then the stuff happening out on the field. It's actually pretty bang bang.
Well, and we've been trying to go to a Chiefs Dallas game now.
This is like a third attempt,
I think. Or fourth attempt. I mean, we had our deer hunt.
Yep.
Start the day before. The game was going to be.
Yep. That was 2 years ago.
Yeah. The next time, I think we were just both too busy working. and then of course
Right.
the pandemic hit, and we've scaled back from quite a bit of that stuff. So I ended up going to a game this year because
Well, it was
for a
business.
customer.
Yeah, it was business
it was
related.
it was
so
a customer business related thing. I was actually supposed to go watch the Bills Chiefs with my brother because he's a Bills fan, and we were supposed to do that the previous year as well,
Right.
in Buffalo. I'm kind of glad that we missed that one because I
Is
think
it
it rained and was just
nasty?
terrible.
Okay.
Much
I
like,
wasn't sure if that was a weekend. They got like 4 feet.
much like the
of
game
snow.
that I went to this year at Arrowhead, just rained and was nasty.
Just miserable.
Yeah, but you still can't take away from the experience. It's still a blast. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, like we've got to find a way to make that happen.
Yeah, it's and that's one of the things about kind of coming back to the very first topic is taking some time for yourself too. Like, we work. I mean, you kind of know my background. You know how much I've missed because you were kind of witness to it with a specific baby shower
Yeah.
that I was there at for all of 30 hot seconds and had to turn around and leave because of work. And so one of the things that we're trying to do now as we're getting a little older and recognizing that, family is the most important thing that you've got. Right. And so you can always find another job. You can't always find another family member. Yep. So when you come across an opportunity to take those things, that's what we're trying to do. And sometimes it just works out, and sometimes it doesn't. Whether it's of your own accord, or you've got other plans that kind of come into it, or the world gets stupid.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, it just hasn't happened. But I'm definitely down to go anytime we can.
And Texas, the new AT&T Stadium is it's the only stadium touching the state that I haven't been to. I mean, I've been to every other stadium. I've been to Broncos Stadium and the Cardinal Stadium. What's up and to the left?
Well, that would be, I think, Utah. And
Utah doesn't have a
stadium.
stadium.
I don't think there's anything in Utah.
They don't count. But that's the only stadium that way that I haven't been to. So,
okay.
And it's the same distance.
Yeah, it's about.
I mean, Denver, Phoenix, Dallas, they're all kind of eight-ish hours.
From where you are now, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm a little closer to Phoenix now.
Yeah, you're about 11ish.
Yeah.
So
to Dallas, yeah, it's 11ish. To Denver, I think it's probably about the same distance.
I was gonna say because we're kind of the same.
We just kind of hit the interstate and mob on up. So, the only savings I have is going to Phoenix because it's 4 or 5 hours from here. So
yeah, I got to watch the Chiefs Cardinals play. I've never actually watched the Chiefs Broncos play in Denver. My brother used to work for a lumber company that they would get free tickets for. So me and a couple of his coworkers and somebody else, we would usually drive up there and watch a Broncos game. And you can still cheer loud and have a good time, even if it's not your team. The atmosphere at these places is just incredible. And then I've been to Arrowhead a couple times now. So
yeah, once
during a very, very losing season, and then once during a great season, we just happened to lose that game. So.
Right. Well, I mean, it just I think I'm bad luck because any professional sports game I have ever gone to for the team that I have rooted for, they've lost. So I've kind of I've yet to see the Cowboys win any game that I've been to. And I think I've been to now four of their games. I've been to probably as many Diamondback games, and they haven't. Even when I lived there and when I didn't, they haven't won anything. So I'm beginning to think maybe I've got some bad voodoo.
But you still have fun, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I go there, I drink beer, have hot dogs, eat ballpark food, whatever.
Which is funny because. I was talking to the wife about.
I could have a good time at a root canal sometimes. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like I was talking to the wife a while back about trying to get her to go to a soccer game. And she's like, they just yell all the time, right? Because you hear all the chanting and stuff on TV in the background. She's like, I don't know how you watch this. I said, yeah, but you have to be part of it. Like you've got to be three drinks in and just
just don't care.
just don't care. You've got to have
Like the last New Mexico United game we went
you've
to.
got to have the El Salvadorian guy that you don't know offering to blow his horn.
Right, his vuvuzela or whatever it is
whatever,
that he's got.
whatever, next to the other guy that's passed out already, and the match just started 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I didn't blow on the horn because,
well, you know,
at the end of the day, yeah.
Like, I mean, if I'm blowing on his horn, I might as well French kiss him on the mouth at that point.
Yeah, exactly. But
there was a little too much slobber going on there for me.
Yeah. That's the most Spanish I've spoken. Chanting stuff during that game.
I can't even remember what the slogan was, but it's ya se me voy a United, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's been a couple of years since we were there. So
well, we kind of have a good time wherever we go.
Well, that's true. With or without alcohol.
Yeah.
I'm just
yeah,
saying.
exactly.
We don't need Booze Mahal to have some fun. So
we're having fun right now.